don't enjoy idol dramas and rom-com dramas, those 偶像剧 and 甜宠剧, so I don't watch a lot of them. Recently, GMM TV rolled out F4 Thailand Boys Over Flowers, which is an adaptation of Japanese manga Boys Over Flowers, and that manga has been made into dramas in Japan, Taiwan, South Korea and China. I didn't actually watch any of them except some parts of the Korean version, so I can't make a comparison between F4 Thailand and F4 South Korea. I'll just talk about the merits and demerits of F4 Thailand on its own. It is GMM TV's biggest and highly anticipated production of the year. It stars Bright Win, Dew and Nani as the four main characters. The production values are very high. Palatial mansions with swimming pools, with a view of the river, expensive sports cars, designer wear, and of course, a very gorgeous looking cast. With the exception of Bright Wing, who have Together and Still Together series under their belt, the other leading characters are all brand new actors and it's their first role in such a major production. The actor that surprised me most was Win, who plays this playboy character, Kevin. He carries off this smooth, suave, swinging Casanova character with aplomb. I'm impressed by the progress that he had made since Together the series, which was his first acting role and as a lead, no less, in a BL drama. Win has definitely matured as an actor. I'm quite surprised at Win's transformation. He was such a rookie in the Together series, but now he has improved leaps and bounds in his acting. The director of F4 Thailand said that he knew young Win even before the Together series, and he's nothing like the person that he used to be. He said that Win is now a superstar. He's definitely a bright young actor that you can watch out for. Bright fits the Time character to a T. Bright loves to do sports, so he's very athletic, and then there are a lot of action sequences that the Time characters involved in this series. Bright did say that he likes doing all these action sequences, that he can dodge a blow and he can land blows on his opponents. Time, who is the lead of the F4 gang, they are a gang of hoodlums who just happen to look good and be rich. This Time character is a complete bastard. He is violent, abusive, insecure, egoistic, and completely unruly. Just because his family is rich and influential doesn't mean that he gets to act like a hoodlum and get away with it. Of all the F4 characters, Time is the worst. If you really need someone like anyone who resembles these F4 characters, you should stay away from them. Why do you want to associate with these hoodlums? These wolves in sheep's clothing. Albeit it's very glamorous sheep's clothing, but still, they are wolves. What do the wolves do? They hunt in packs. They bully their victims. They can play with their food, okay, before they decide to eat it. In the drama, there is massive bullying that are initiated and sanctioned by this F4 group. Those poor victims of the bullying are inevitably forced out of school. There's nothing wrong with being rich, famous, influential, handsome, beautiful, good-looking. There's nothing wrong with all these qualities. In fact, that is what is desirable among human beings, because these qualities are so rare and so in demand. But you have to look beneath all this exterior stuff, all this glamorous trappings, and look into the heart. If a person doesn't have a good heart, he can use all these attributes to simply get what he wants, and then to hell with others and the rest. Do you really want to befriend someone who is so selfish, childish, immature? People like F4 in the real world, they date their own kind. They date actors, actresses, singers, celebrities, models, their peers. They rarely date or associate below their social class. Even though they may work with them, but the social circle is definitely different. So for a prince like Thine to fall for someone like Goria is what happens in the fairy tale. A lot of females will fall for this kind of tropes. This is really fantasy rom-com. A rich, handsome boy falls in love with an ordinary, lower-class girl who has nothing to her name and is not exceptionally beautiful or talented or anything. This is not realistic. But that's what dramas do. They play on your fantasies. They create this type of scenarios that make you imagine what is it like to be a princess that is swept off your feet and being indulged and pampered by the prince of your dreams. Kevin doesn't look evil, but he can break your heart. Kevin is the ultimate playboy. He will not give up the forest for the entire tree. He will take what he wants and then leave you wanting for more. And you feel like he's so charming and suave and smooth that you forgive him for almost anything. But no, this type of person, a Casanova, they will not change their ways. They won't settle for one woman and stop there. They will take whatever that they can possibly get. That's the nature of lust and greed, and that's what's driving Kevin. If you try to go near this type of people who seem to have everything, you have to ask yourself, what for? Why do you want to get close to them? Is it because you want something of them? You want to share in their status, to share in their wealth, share in the power, hoping to get a bit of all those from them? Then you have to be careful, because nothing in life is free. Life is not free, and nothing in it is ever free. You always have to pay a price. And what is the price that you want to pay for getting that bit of wealth, that bit of power, that bit of status, that bit of fame? The price can be very high. Do you want to give up your morality, your integrity, sincerity for those? You won't have a good name. You have to beware of the 8 worldly winds that shake the mind. What are the 8 worldly winds? They are gain and loss, fame and infamy, pain and pleasure, praise and blame. If you allow all these 8 worldly winds to drive you in whatever direction, you won't have any control over your life. You have to remain cool and see all these 8 worldly winds for what they are. They are impermanent and they fade. When you have praise, you will have blame. When you have pain, you will have pleasure. When you have gain, you will have loss. When you have fame, you can also become infamous. But that's not to say you reject all those that they come. You see and then you accept them, and you are not ruffled by them. The mind has to be calm, cool, and steady. You have to be careful of the type of friends that you mix with, and not get swayed easily by the 8 worldly winds. Thank you for watching. Sukihoto.